Hi, good day. My name is Isaac Rudder, and welcome to the Hee-Haw podcast.
That was the best one so far. Press the button. Press. You press it.
I want to give you
We on episode number 61.
who's counting.
We have proceeded to week after week, Mr. Bazie,
Yeah.
to come back again, Toolman, here with you in your. I see you doing the good boy act today because we brought for somebody who's finally turned evil. If you've ever passed if you've ever like you ever play Street Fighter 2, and then like you get perfect,
Like in an arcade or
yeah, wherever, and you get perfect until Bison and you beat Bison on perfect,
right?
and then you're thinking, no, you beat everybody on perfect, and you think you're going to fight Bison, and then all of a sudden, fucking Akuma is just coming, raging demon, the shit out of Bison, and then you face Akuma.
Right.
Well, we finally unlocked Akuma.
I really get you there. Wait, damn.
Yeah, we finally unlocked
Yeah,
him.
they bring us
Yeah,
serious
don't let
man.
him smile food. He go on dark mode. He's unlocked the dark hood.
The man on the arc.
You're on the arc.
Yeah, correct.
I remember like,
So before we get to serious any show, you want to remind these Horians. If that's what you want to call
It's his Horians. I like his Horians.
All right.
His Horians.
I like that.
We going on coin.
Sounds classy.
Going out to him today. His Horians. His Horians. Right?
So these his Horians.
Yeah. We have a Patreon page that we would require a little assistance.
You see him, Bazi, looking dark on the fucking camera.
Yeah, we need
all that
some.
light.
We need some lights. We need some Vico turmeric shaving cream. You know all that
You
kind of
understand?
thing. It always
The dog comes smelling good.
I get it all with some drops after, you know.
Drops.
Make sure and tune in to the Patreon of Hee-Haw podcast.
Oh, yeah. No, you just give my extra work to do. So now I cut it out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
You
we're
gotta
gonna
cut
do
it out, yeah.
Wait, I hope you got that so we can just don't have to cut it out.
So for just $5 a month, or they can get to see the back behind the scenes. Well, we don't already have a backstage kind of vibe, but yeah, $5 a month. Or they don't have to, I mean, it's not even the cost of a cup of coffee, dog. Like, me, not even begging.
But, it's 5 years we talk about. It might be the cup of coffee. Here's the senior cheap bastards. And we calling it cheap bastards. Jump all your dust. All they want to see me on my adventures.
Yeah.
I'll get enough money to pay a cameraman to follow me while I'm going into all of these houses, and then we can see what he's saying. Yes, we frequent it. It's
So-
$300 is a small fee for you to see enjoyment.
I think so too. Back
Yeah.
to the show. Right.
Yes, anyway, so yes, we have Amrad. Nah, boy.
My brother's where was he seen?
Yes.
See my brother.
Formerly known as, because I actually I decided to go with my real name because I felt like Youngrun was a character that I'd grown out of, you know.
So,
I basically go by Isaac Rudder now, yeah.
oh, okay, we have Isaac.
yes.
Yeah.
We have Isaac.
I mean, of course, you see on my socials, I still ask Young Rudder and everything. So it's still a part of me now, but I feel like a lot of the music I'm doing now feels, and my brand in general just feels grown past who Young Rudder was, you know?
Yeah. Grown man now.
So now, if you could have just put the press statement out, that'd have been nice. Because now
No, I
I
did
just feel
actually, but most people, I was so low key for a while, you know?
I feel like I
It went under the radar, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm a fan of it.
like okay, so case in point, we go back.
Very, very.
We go back like
20 something years, bro.
yeah, about 20 something.
22 to 23 years for
Yeah,
sure.
because we met. He was a year ahead of us, and then he went Holland
Yeah, moved to the Netherlands.
to colonize white people.
We're living in Holland, like though.
Yeah.
Like a Trinidadian.
That was honestly, I've been realized that was actually one of the best experiences, if not the best living experience I ever had. You know, I lived specifically in The Hague, so it was a little different. Like, I feel like in that city, people was a little more direct, a little more rough. When I say rough, they're not like bad, but they're just like very to the point and to the letter.
Yeah.
And then like, well, 10 minutes from where I lived was the International Criminal Court. My mother went to, gosh, I almost said my school by mistake. The Institute of Social Studies there.
Okay.
So like where we lived, like there was expats, there was people who mattered, big international lawyers, you know what I'm saying? I think, if I'm not mistaken, like I had went there like right after the Slobodan Milosevic case. You know, like so.
As he war in Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
But,
And I think
Thanks,
it was,
that's
right?
what.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So, but it was real good, bro. I would say that like that definitely only way that I was in Trinidad that I felt people didn't appreciate. I realized that like, okay, it's because Trinidad is a bit smaller and like less understanding, and here they get things and they don't feel as significant because even in that city, dog, like I think, if I'm not mistaken, he got more people than Trinidad. Like, I could be wrong about that one.
Right.
But
Well, it's like a 1.2, 1.3. That's like
You can fact check
close to the.
I could be wrong about what I just said. You definitely feel smaller there, bro. You feel less known.
Right.
You know, like less people recognize you, and then as a result, and of course, you know, there's winter, so like in winter time, it's no like jokey thing. You have to band together with everybody and be friendly. Because I mean, in winter time when things cold, let something go bad, bro, you need a friend for sure, dog. Like
Really?
in that cold as you is.
I feel it.
You know?
I feel that was subliminal.
Nah, no something.
Meaning.
No, because I asked that question.
But in that one too, I guess, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I could ask you that question because I tell him we go back a while.
Ask anything you want once it's not the thing I tell you to ask.
No. This might be the thing. Okay, so this is how me and him started become friends. This is you stupid. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
This-
provide some backstory.
Backstory.
Yeah, yeah.
Backstory. I am one of the most annoying motherfuckers you will ever come. You know that. All of them know that. So imagine me in Form 2 now. So he comes down in Form 2. He was bigger than us. And me being me, I tell him, hey, fuck it, hey, your mother this. Me and him fight. So he has to bring his mother to school. I have to bring my father to school. First thing is, Larry, Don, then we used to work together.
Yeah, there was flight to
Your mother and his father.
No, my
mother
father.
my mother and his father, yeah.
And so them was like, things, so they come and hug. So me and them sit down next to each other, like, I think we fucked here. Like, after that,
I have
friend.
no choice but to be
Yeah,
friends.
no, after that, friend.
Yeah.
Friendland.
I never had too much run-ins with I know only after Form 1. Like it was like a whole.
Yeah, you want shit. You want
It
shit.
was cool though. I feel like I was normal with you and girl. I actually don't think I had any enemies there. No, I think
You end up.
Normal, it was
I know, but
normal.
like that is how a friendship is supposed to start. And when you thinking it's like an enemy arc, I'm gonna hate this nigga for life, and it's like, no.
No, well, Bazie, honestly, dog, in school, right? Your rep was like, your rep was just like, don't fuck with Bazie now, you know?
Serious.
Internationally
And it was just
known.
because, if I'm not mistaken, I could be saying this wrong, but it's like it had a crew with you, Jaron, and Anderson. Like,
You had two more times to say that name, man.
What you say that G name?
Yeah.
He's like Sandman. Kind of man.
No, but I just saying like the crew had a untouchable aura now. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Untouchable, right?
You know, so
Untouchable.
like, like the way men used to feel about like Shamba and Chike in the older form is the way that like you all had that aura in our ear.
My
now. So
God,
I just to be like positively like stood up,
You
you
didn't
know.
believe the story. I think you believe it now, right?
Yeah, I positively, but I think like
Dog, I was just a traumatized child coming from the ghetto, you know, dog, to be honest.
you used to move normal, bro. I actually don't find
to be honest
of that crew, you and Anderson was normal, bro. Like,
Look at
Miller, boy, big up yourself and know.
Look at the yeah. So the question I asked though, because I think you remember when you said that you come and carry a girl for a while, and thought this white girl, some random white girl, and she hold you. And like you wake up and she tied to her bed.
oh my god, I can't believe you remember that story.
No, I don't forget that nigga. I'm annoying. Did that actually happen? It was like,
Yeah, that was real facts, bro. I
Like
can't
she-
even believe you remember that, dog.
All right, so what did
Okay,
actually
Basically,
happen?
when I was in, okay, you can tell
No,
me.
no,
story.
no, you
I
tell
want
me
to hear your memory, and then I'll confirm or deny.
he said he got raped by a girl.
Well, I would say graped. I would definitely say
Yes,
More.
That's it.
No, because you see, and she tied it to her bed, and all of us is like, nigga.
Because
nigga,
okay, no, if I said we jammed, that was a lie, but she definitely touched me up. That was a fact.
All right, okay. So
Yeah.
she assaulted the scene.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
And for years now, I was like, I said, you fucking lying,
Now,
bro.
if I said jam, I definitely lie about that.
No,
I'm-
because you said,
yeah.
you said rape. You said grape. You're like, flat out. You said
Well, yeah.
flat out. And
Well,
was
I mean,
like, that did not happen.
what you call that? I mean,
No, because I thought I didn't know the
It's
age.
against his consent.
I didn't know the age difference. I think it was like she was older and
yeah,
he
but
was,
only by 2 years.
Hey.
that don't count. That don't count.
big
You
man.
enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck your trap.
I didn't massacre some good for
Fuck your
some.
trap.
It wasn't cool because I hope she was all that nice.
Like, you keep saying that.
You know, and it's like, let me put it this way, dog. It's like if the white version of Precious was, you know,
Wait, now we have a word for that. We call it shikaka. Like the great white bat. Like, shikaka.
that's what
Ace
I'm.
Ventura.
Yeah.
Aye.
So like that wasn't enjoyable, bro. But I mean, like it's not like it was the whole thing. It just the whole experience was just uncomfortable. You know,
So-
I think in our Loki, like looking back at that now, she was just being like a little
Predator.
Well, big.
true, like exactly. But I don't want an age, a little immature child. Like I don't think she realized how serious it was, and it's not like she took joy in doing me that. Like after a while, it's just like, all right, well, listen, this ain't really cool, whatever. I think she would, she probably thought I might have been cool with it, I guess.
I mean,
We weren't enemies afterwards or anything. It was just awkward, I can't believe you remember that, dog. That's crazy.
No,
bro.
that's it. Sure about that? Because I tell you, it have very few things that I forget.
Yeah.
no, well, I mean, you have, at the end of the day, it's an interesting act because I remember the first time I see this man, it was in Spectacular. No, dog, it was in Spectacular Forum, right? During Carnival, there used to be some children shows.
Yeah.
That was back in the 90s, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
That's crazy, bro.
And this man was on stage with his father singing along with his father. And I was like, well, who is this stupid man on the stage?
You're jealous. You're slightly jealous. Fuck this thing on the stage.
I was like, what are you on the stage for? And think of Isaac getting wine and thing. Men salting on the wing. Because
But this kid's carnival.
no,
It's regular.
this is like a concert. In a place called Spectacular Forum. I
Yeah.
don't know
It used to be in like in town somewhere.
Right.
Was it Frederick Street?
Some one of them streets.
Yeah, so
Right.
it's one of the known streets in town. And yeah, it used to be Spectacular every carnival. They had the kids show and they had the big Spectacular tent now. So it was when Calypso had tents. But it was the tent. It's like whatever the biggest carnival fest is now. Well, like try buy something. That is what that was then. Like it was important.
And you was in that?
Yeah, well.
The kids won that. I had a kids show.
Children show. The children show was a
Who
thing.
carry?
Of course, my mother carried me. My dad and mom.
Because I thought you sneak out and
No. Parents used to have to carry. She had to buy the ticket. So
Oh, shit.
She buy the ticket and carry me.
And then you try to get flex on your mom there.
Nah. It was weird, right? Because I was an introverted child, so she used to try to carry me outside to interact with other people and thing. And I meet up some fellas and it was like, "Well, you ain't flexing on nobody." I was like, "What do you mean flexing?"
Hey, I'm not lying to tell her that should not be a thing, Like considering, you're coming
We're
to
kids, bro. You shouldn't be riding on nobody.
you understand what I'm saying? Okay, like Form 1.
Scrub down any hole.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, it's
You
weird.
chaperones
It's very
it.
weird, bro.
You need the chaperones in that party, but then again, is it children and the proletariat?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yes, I am sorry. You never flex on that thing, and it's like, no, I never did.
I
He's a buller,
actually never flexed on a girl until that day, and it was a real weird flex because it was like 2-3 men flexing on the same small at the same time.
A sandwich.
That was one of the songs. More bread and cheese. So
Anyway, episode. More bread and cheese.
it's real mix of that. Right? Men sweating is a rah because who won it. So it was crazy, right? But that was the first time I see this man now. And the full circle now, we back in a entertainment sense.
And
20.
Yeah.
That's
no,
more
more
than
than
20.
20.
That's
That's
20.
20 years.
Just under
Like
20 years.
decades
Late
ago,
20s, yeah.
That was decades ago.
That had to be like 96, 97, somewhere
Yeah,
around there,
yeah.
So,
So yeah. Getting to the music, boy.
yeah.
You had a era where your songs was on the radio everywhere. Nobody can play driving. You know them the B15 tune.
Yeah. Nah, boy, was it? Nah, boy, was it? Nah, boy, I'm bumping.
Right.
Yeah.
So now the man had a culture shocking moment, and I think that you never really get the kind of forward that you're supposed to get now, boy.
I agree with that.
You know.
But I think, I will say that I think that's kind of,
Oh, well,
that's partially our fault.
Okay.
I think like at the time, I was the only man that really, really believed we was good enough to be like the hugest thing in Trinidad. Like I really believed it, right?
Yeah.
And I say that because the things that happened wasn't like men did something wrong. It's just that they did the regular human things. But I think if they realized we could already take that crossover, they wouldn't have done certain things, So, but I also think we get a fight on thing too. That definitely happened. People who matter in the industry definitely wanted to see us fall. And I just think in the end, like I don't know, bro. Like I think the year that we stopped, if we had gone one more year, we would have never stopped. We would have been stars, period. Even if we went solo after that.
Yeah.
If in 2018 we released one more song, it would have been done.
Because that was that was a good time to release music too, in terms of for you, because you'd have be the age group of the music you're coming over, and most of the people who listening to it would have be that same age group too now.
The leaders
Yeah.
of the
'Cause-
new generation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah,
we'd have be in UWE that time. So like that's the music we hear, while we go into the club while whatever. And it's just like, hey, I'm not lying. This is when his name drop. This is when his name drop a fucker. I was like, yes. And this is when they can name drop off. I was like, here's the scene.
That's my boy.
That's my dog, you know. Like,
I know you done.
no, I know. To be honest with you, I've been in the studio with him, and I tell him, I tell him I was talking shit. I said, nah, boy, and then that's when the song come out.
You know, Trini Mendes like the boy. With my phone, you feel like, you know. Feel like, you know. All right, hold on.
I'm afraid to press that dial button because next thing the number don't work. So like,
no, because at that point in time it was hits after hits, dog, and it was like, wait, this man not gonna stop. That's vibes.
Bro, it's funny. We listened like maybe 2-3 days ago now. Like I found like 6 of the ones we didn't drop yet. 2 of them, which I felt would have been like some of our biggest monsters, boy. And I was just telling, I was like, boy, fellas, we should still drop this as a 10-year trap. So we release it in 2020, like next year for 25.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna do that, boy. Like
you touch on that term, the trap, so
yeah,
right, and like them traps already mean.
Also, basically, what happened is like because we were blending hip hop, well, trap at the time, trap hip hop, and basically rap so / soca. Because like Nah Boy technically is a soca hook. Nah Boy, if you're from Trinidad, Nah Boy, understand? So we was trying to blend soca with the raps, right? So we're like, well, we could do that. We can't say rap so because rap so exists, but we was specifically doing trap. So it's like, all right, bet.
And then rap so have a kind of connotation too.
Yeah.
Like a burning sage and everything, and you have on dashiki and yeah.
What?
I also wouldn't consider rap so men rappers. Like we were actually rappers now, you know what I'm saying? Like we were rapping, just talking in a Trinidadian accent.
Rappers to soca beats.
I wouldn't say we use soca beats, we're still trap beats, but like what we would do is like back then, if you had a trap beat, it was dark now. We was using happy tones which you'd hear on soca.
Yeah.
So like Nah Boy was like Nah Boy was well, I don't know I think it either Trini instrumental, but either Trini was like
You don't want majors instead
keys,
of
exactly.
major keys.
Understand?
Okay.
And even like some of the stuff that Mevon, the producer, was trying to do, he was trying to elevate the feeling of everybody listening to the song. Now, you wanted at the end of you hearing the song for you to feel happy.
Yeah.
You understand? Not like that you turned up and you had a good time at the club, but the actual song gave you joy when you heard just the instrumental, which is very different to how trap was.
I could relate to that because you could tell when the song came on, people used to get little vibes, yeah. And
It was a it was a club vibe.
about-
I remember Zen was open then. Zen was
Yeah,
open
that
then.
was-
what was
for sure.
Zed was falling off already at that point in time. At that point in time, the clubs everybody like was obviously 51.
51.
Roscoe was on the avenue. Roscoe's was big at that time.
I missed the rest. Stumbling.
Stumbling,
That
yes, Stumbling was huge too. And wherever that place
We were-
opposite Zai is, I can't remember the name of that place.
Zah.
No, opposite
Lounge.
Zai.
Coco
Coco
Lounge.
Lounge. Coco Lounge was popping at that point in time too. And La Habana was now like was honestly they show us love too. So like I had to show them love back. You
Yeah,
know?
but it's a
And
weird
what
place,
is
right?
that place that was Stumbling? That's the thing about
Stumbling.
That. There's opposite Mappa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stumbling.
Yeah.
So Stumbling was the next great place.
yeah.
You know?
So what when you say people in the industry, right?
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what. Wait. Press
Oh,
the
yeah.
button. Press the button.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. Good call by doggy, right? Right. So this is the Twilight Zone. You know what the Twilight Zone is, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get into the conspiracy theory aspect of things now, right? Because everybody like to say Trinidad and Tobago have a mafia, and music is not really something that controlled by 1 or 2 people, but there are gatekeepers in place who does basically kind of
Say what is what.
you know
what
what
movie
That's big
next.
facts, yeah.
right?
Although way less now because they can't control it because of the internet.
Okay.
Because our streaming services came in.
Well, just the internet in general. That's one of the reasons we hit. But I want to ask a question because I'll give you some real good answers on that.
What would you say is the reason or the biggest reason for your
Fight dog.
being fight dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I knew what the reason was because I don't understand. I don't get it. Like,
Because you're second generation, right?
Yeah,
Because
you can say that, my father,
Second,
you know?
second generation.
but hey, what I'll say, right, bro? Like at the time when we were coming out, that's when the internet that's when social media became a thing. Like we had Facebook at that point in time, but Instagram when it came out in 2012. If you put it in
Right.
perspective, right? Twitter
Yeah.
wasn't huge like that here yet. It was now blowing up. So at this point in time, like this is the first wave of artists that like genuinely did not need the radio in Trinidad to get any kind of fandom.
Right.
Right. So I actually would go as far as to say I think we were the second non-soca artist to bust that way. The first was
Nebula.
Nebula, right? And they proved it to us. Like I'm not gonna lie, like they were huge inspirations for that too, right? Sean and one time. Well, Choppy now. So
Alex
like
underrated artist.
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
very underrated
I
artist, bro.
want to get them.
I'm actually kind of sad one isn't really doing music like that anymore, but I hope something brings him back in it, you know?
That's the darker one.
Yeah. He's in the States now and thing.
Trials. Everybody is having trials.
But he,
maybe he's just on a
it's what I'm
different
real
path.
bad, dog. I mean, he's seen Choppy still popping, so you know Choppy wet. Pause, by the way. Can't say that.
Yeah,
Big
man.
pause.
Yeah, he's full on the dog just now.
Pause.
Yeah, cool.
Right. Yes.
But just to say this, right? Like, so I think what happened at the time is that we couldn't be controlled. Because at the first year when we had pumping, and I'm not going to say who it is, but you'll figure it out. If you play 2 and 2 equals 4, only one radio station in Trinidad didn't play that. And as the radio station, everybody says part of the mafia. You put 2 and 2, right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Right,
Anyway.
but
Right?
then again,
Which I found weird. But I was like, that's okay. Because the song was, beyond it being big on socials, it was played on every other radio station. So at this point in time, it's not like it could have not have heard it. It did not know who we were.
Okay, because if you had, my thing is, had it had TikTok, like on TikTok, you could just go off on TikTok now.
Yeah,
You
viral.
think your career would have do a bigger spike in terms of getting to, because now you definitely don't need radio. I don't even know people listen to fucking radio now.
I think in Trinidad to a degree you still need it. And as actually everywhere, I take that back, everywhere. Because the truth of the matter is people still are family people, you know? Like people still go and play a certain serious XM radio station in the States, for example, because their kids in the car.
Okay.
So it's not like radio is irrelevant, but radio is not the go-to. So like, that's how I'm saying. So
well, I mean, for public transportation and thing, you know.
You proletariat.
that's a fact.
But you
No,
need
people
that.
just have their earbuds and thing plugged in now.
But still on a
Not
more
everybody does.
general scale, having
Understand?
radio is unnecessary in society still, I guess.
Yeah. So it's not like it's dead, but it's not a necessity anymore. But
Mostly monopoly.
But for example, bro, I mean, just even in the States, like if in the States right now, they changed the rules a few years back where the streaming is not what determines your position on Billboard. Your radio is now.
Oh,
You
damn.
understand?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's
Right?
moving
So
the goalposts.
even that, yeah. And they do.
Let's play games.
Yeah, they do. Right? But I just say, like, it matters to a degree now. Like, it's not like it's irrelevant, is the point. But anyways, just back then, I just want to say this too, right? Like, so that first year, no play. Second year, hardly ever remember this one differently to me, but I'm pretty sure I write about this. The next year, everybody played us first. And then eventually they fell. And they can't deny 2 years of song.
Yeah.
Right? And Nah Boy was obviously a step up from pumping. It was like, at this point in time, we went from being, they have a song to we have 2.
Yeah, so
I'll tell you this,
one,
right?
one thing, yeah.
Remember I told you that, like, I think we were our biggest downfall. Year 1 now, like, this is telling you, it's funny you asked about the mafia, right? This is a real thing in Trinidad. It's not a joke. People really believed that you cannot come dropping too much songs because people will have an attitude towards you like you feel your reach. And they'll fight you down. And that's literally why we did not drop more songs between Pumping and Nah Boy. Bro, after that, right, we had, I'll tell you this right now, right? We had a song ready to go after Pumping called GT with Nebula.
So wait
Okay.
now,
Right?
this was a conversation between
This is a
you
real
and your
conversation.
team, somebody.
You and
And we've talked about it before, and they've said it in public too, and they've said it, yes. Like I don't blame them though, because like at the time, Trinidad really was a fight down place. Like, bro, you could go to a Woodford Cafe back then. This is
wow.
And it's not like what Woodford Cafe is now. This is when Woodford Cafe was a little place in Movie Town, and your performance stage was a little small zone.
Yeah,
When Little Bits used to host the night, yeah.
And you sing a tune, bro, and people just stand up and just like watch you like, bro, can you hurry up so they can
Oh,
get
for
back
sure,
to the
that's our
tunes?
culture, yeah, that,
Right?
for sure.
And dog, it's like your song could be good or not, and they will
for
watch you like,
Get
please,
beat it.
hurry up.
Beat
and,
it.
And even more so if you didn't, like, again, if you had a little thing going on, people would be like, so what you feel? Like, you feel like you drop 2 songs and be hot now? People would say things like that. So
Wow.
I don't blame them for believing that, bro. I don't believe
Wow.
them for falling into that. I just knew at the time that just forgetting the social culture of Trinidad, if you just drop music, nobody go and tell you, any song's good, nobody go and tell you, you feel you richer.
Yeah.
This song sounded nice, but you feel you rich because you drop it. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't see that happening now. So anyways,
asinine, though.
You know?
I think you'll be dropping music and
Nah.
people
We-
going,
nah.
we not gonna accept it.
So that was year 1, bro. Year 2, we dropped Nah Boy, right? And this is where I say like another thing where my belief level was probably a little higher, right? When we dropped Nah Boy, dog, the momentum was insane.
I
Now,
remember
at
that.
this point in time, we had one of the songs we dropped, which was he Seen. We had another song called Fly Like Biwi, which, bro, I still so vexed we didn't drop that.
I know all these songs. You remember you sent it to man?
Right,
so I know these songs.
So, bro, anyways, so what happened is, as we dropped Nah Boy, Mevon went to the World Cup in Brazil. Now, I honestly, I did ask him, right? I was like, bro, you sure you want to do that? He's like, bro, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And at that point in time, bro, I remember looking at him and saying, boy, this probably the time for you to tell this man, fuck that World Cup, dog. Like, we are on the cusp. Like, but I didn't do that now. I didn't, because honestly, bro, who am I to, this is real talk. Who am I to tell a man who not only works his ass off outside of music to make the money, to give us the studio? Like, he's worked he gave me all the pointers that made me elevate my game. I can't watch this man and tell him to not go to Brazil. He's supposed to support Brazil. He have a dream to go to Brazil.
Always to do that shit.
And you never know what can happen.
And that was the Brazil that get his 7-7.
From Germany to cry.
So like,
Damn.
I was like, I remember being in the studio when he said that, and I'm like, boy, think about this way. Should you tell him? And I was like, nah, let me allow it. But I genuinely believe this. You see, if we had dropped a second song that first year and Mevon didn't go to Brazil, because in that time period, we had the other songs to finish. He had to mix it, and before he sent it to the mixing engineer, he had to cut it up and add extra production. So the other songs couldn't release properly, right?
Yeah.
Until he came back home. I think if that had happened, bro, like if he did not do that, before the month of July, we would have had 3 hits in rotation. And that would have been, if that year would have already stratosphered us. I think that is the opportunity we missed.
He arguably went to the worst World Cup of all time. That's when chikungunya was out.
Yeah.
Zika was out.
And Brazil
get thump up.
Bro.
When he came back, he was like,
Well, he was cool. He got to go to Brazil, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, he see his team lost, but he went to the country of Brazil and had a ball,
it
bro.
be
You know
Rio
what I
de
mean?
Janeiro, 4 o'clock in the morning on the beaches, only people.
well, now, I realize only like euphemism, so we just keep on the euphemism. Like,
Let me do that.
they're on the beach, it's people, it's like, it's people.
Yeah.
Say it.
Booty.
And so that was the first 2 years, bro. And then third year, we had Isa Trini. And after that, bro, what went on is this, dog. This is the only weirdest times for us. And I feel, looking back now, I should have probably just breathed through it and not, like, and try to push to get more music out. But when we did Isa Trini, we had a song with a girl from Barbados called Nikita. Real amazing vocalist, bro. I don't think she was feeling the song though, which I understood. It was one of those obvious songs. And it was like, that time was DJ Mustard time, right? So like, at the end of the year before, we had dropped a song called The Beach, which is a DJ Mustard type song. It was just too late for Trinidad and too late for summer in the States too.
No.
And we realized that we had that formula in a Trinidad way now too, right? Because DLL is a producer. He co-produced The Beach. The next year now, we had two songs. One of them did come out, which is Sunday Lunch, and the other one was called DDI, Down the Islands, right? And
Eat it like Sunday lunch.
and I don't think the Barbados girl felt it like that. I don't think Nikita felt the song like that.
I see.
Right?
Yeah. That's how you song went, right?
Yeah.
Good like Sunday lunch.
Yeah, gal best like
Sunday lunch. Yeah.
Anyways, Mevon was coasting on that, which I don't blame him for that, because she kind of was setting us up and ignoring us, and her manager was trying to push it. I thought it would have been a good look, and I don't think Mevon liked how passive me and Marcus were about it, because we weren't really if a girl not doing it, I don't go and push this girl to do the song, like then it'll come out shitty. And then I'm not sure if he liked Sunday Lunch like that, but Sunday Lunch didn't get the love it deserved, and even Mev, I think he only shared it once. I think he was upset around he really said that. So that killed the momentum that we could have built on Isa Trini with.
On all parties good.
You understand? No, we never fell out and had enemies. These are my brothers, bro. We talk all the time. We still have the same group from back in the day. We still talking it.
Yeah.
We have no issues. I'm just saying what caused us to not explode. Pause. Right? So, and then after that, I think those 3 times, those are 3 clear moments where we had a chance to honestly stratosphere momentum-wise, and we stick. And then the 4th and final year, bro, most people don't know this, dog, but our biggest song came in our last year, which is Mood. Mood is actually our biggest song, metrics-wise. Definitely the most plays on radio, and definitely our biggest international hit. The most streams, the most Shazams, everything, bro. Right?
What?
Yeah. And that we bounced out on too. We were supposed to do a music video for that and do a follow-up song.
Yeah, because, I mean, the quality of the music videos from before.
Yeah, it was tops, right?
Top.
Oh, and that's another thing that hit us too. In 2015, after Isa Trini, the guy who did our music videos moved away. And that was a
series of
pivotal
40
moment.
events.
Yeah.
If you just had a brethren that you know since Form 1, that was the videos, that
Wait,
message you on it.
No, bro. Hey, what? Not only that, I had Steph, and I had my older brother. It wasn't about that, bro. You know when you see like people give like life stories about like their careers and things, and you see like they say this couldn't exist without this specific individual.
He was pivotal.
There was a special connection. It was a group of us, bro. It was me and Mevon and Harley, the artists, photographer Jerome McLean, videographer Justin Myers, DJ Adam 2MV, right? And then in that we had a team of people who used to do other things. Mev's girlfriend would like help us with like logistics. Sometimes she even directed our first ever video that we ever did, me and Hardy, right? And then like so everybody had a little role to play that, like a little piece of the puzzle that when things fell, you could get. We also had members of the team who just were supportive. If we had music video shoots, they would come and support. If like we needed to go and get a case of water, they'd go and get that. This was little things made the unit different. When he left, it was like a whole, bro, like a whole, and everybody, like, you felt the difference. And we had a lot of music videos that was quality after.
Pause.
It definitely was.
Say twice, yeah.
We had other music videos, but it's just like the vibe, bro. Like he brought that energy. And that once that was gone, bro, I think that like that killed some of the steam we had to, I think. You know?
It was a specific formula.
Yeah.
And our team and everybody had a role, whatever. And it was like unspoken roles.
Specialized.
Yeah. And it was one of those situations, bro, where you didn't even have to say too much. Everybody comfortably fell in and was naturally rolling. And we were all friends before that too, which is the next big thing. Adam used to DJ, and I used to work at a bar, Bobby's bar in Petit Valley.
Yeah.
And Adam used to DJ there, and all of us used to come on the nights Adam was playing just to support Adam. So we built real camaraderie too now.
That is friendship.
Yeah, that's how I was saying. So I think all that just did a lot of unnecessary damage. But even today, bro, mood still getting streams, it's just teeth my head. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not certain of all the trajectory, and I don't know if men seriously on that again, but we've seen time and time again artists reform and come back in a bigger, badder way now, boy, because what you have is the experience. What you have is that formula. What you have is something that a lot of artists never had. Or they reach to, I wouldn't say the top, but you cannot break through with a new genre. And you cannot pave the way for other genres to come into the mainstream now, boy.
Big facts.
You know, so
I've actually bad men tell me they did listen to our music and they knew who we were. And they're like, bro, you were definitely an inspiration.
there's like the precursor. The
Yeah.
precursor to Trinidad. You know,
Trap Zoo.
Yeah, Trap
Because
Zoo.
Class. Yeah, because Class.
Of course,
Yeah,
I know
so
Class.
like, so Class, the whole, his whole albums and the
Tropical.
was
But-
based
but-
on.
But no. I would say that the Class, I could say this from personally knowing him. I definitely know at the time when he was doing Tropical, his whole idea was beyond music only. It was to show, he liked trap culture in general.
Right.
Like everything about trap, from EDM trap to actual rap trap. And he's a Caribbean youth. And I could be mistaken, but when I told Class that the thing we use as trap, so I could be wrong if I'm saying something wrong, my bad, but I also think that he brands his genre as trap, so I could be wrong there.
Okay.
You know? But I wouldn't say he got it from us. I think Tropical was him being genuine. Because I don't think he heard the word
No, I
trap
don't see
before I
like
said it, you
he's
know?
stinging it in.
No, I'm
I'm
talking about even the inspiration of the name now. I don't think he even came from that, you know?
That was his thing. It was just
Yeah.
two things that happened almost at the same time.
Yeah. Well, he was a
He was doing soca before.
Yeah,
like,
he was doing soca
He was
before,
doing
correct.
soca before. He was producing for the thing
Correct.
before.
I think, that this is the same dancing.
Dancing,
Yes,
you're
yeah.
right. You don't know him to make beats. You know him as dancing Class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing. I have to give him props for this too, right? Like when it was feeling like it was Trinidad rap was on the way out,
Yeah.
Class tried to flip that. And so did DLL. I have to give the two of them props, right? Class did a song with all of us and he tried to make like a tight-knit group of us called the Litty Committee. And what he was trying to do was basically have all of us work together and or do individual projects. And at this point in time, he wasn't the artist singing it. He was just producing.
Right.
You understand? So I think that if I was like in a better mental and life space at that time, I would have been able to give more energy to that. And I think that could have been something real special, bro. Because that was me, Hardy, Class, Nebula, Sika Flow, Inzi, Janaj, Jimmy, because Jimmy hadn't gone to singing just yet. He was still singing, but he was singing, but he wasn't out of rap yet. John Banner, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else.
You called 3 names I don't know there, and I like.
But I just say like that was the rap. Remember at that point in time, it was a rap community in Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
That actual rap community.
You know? And then before that, DLL did a song with Me Chromatics, Lil Saint. Lil Saint, you should still know now because he's do dancehall now. Jimmy, Naj, and me and Hardy. And so they tried to bring us all together to make sure the unit was tight-knit now.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, I don't know, bro, like maybe it wasn't, it had to fizzle out, you know? Like, maybe it was that, I don't know.
But I mean, for what it's worth, the music still standing up today. You know?
Big facts.
So at the end of the day, it's quality. Quality is quality. I can't really kill that now. Like, I listened to some of the music before the show started, and it was like, you know,
This actually was a mood.
yeah,
This
these
was a
things
mood.
just bangers, dog. It's just men never really get the opportunity to market it properly.
Because I have a weird thing about it. Like, I think if it was, you remember how Maximus Dan, the big play was getting the song on FIFA?
Oh, yeah.
And that's like, it went past
Yeah.
us knowing the song where it was just like, okay, you play, they have no chance. Nobody in the world, anybody who plays FIFA or anybody who have anything to do with FIFA, know the fucking song.
Of course.
And I think that's what is missed with, like, Trinidad is like 1.3 million. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you get on anything,
Well, I think beyond Trinidad being 1.3 million, it's also the fact that when we first came out, I would say that there weren't that many popping Trinidad rappers. I would even go as far as to say Nebula pop first, but Nebula didn't just do rap. Like
he was doing EDM.
he was doing everything, bro. EDM, R&B, rapping, soca. He was doing everything. Like they were artists now. You understand?
And
So,
opposed to all it just being
rappers.
rappers.
So I really think at that time it really was just us and Chromatics at first.
No, but here's the thing. I would say the difference between you and Chromatics now is Chromatics was doing, like, you know, the Yankee accent, or he was doing 100% the Trinity accent.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It's just more like there weren't enough rap artists.
Right.
Like if I did a soca song, bro, even if the soca song went to shit, there's still like I can go and listen to like 1,000 other soca songs for the year. Like in Trinidad rap, there was the two of us the first year.
So if it busts,
Like if our song bus, it have one other person you're really going to look too far, like big music. Not saying they didn't have other rappers that existed. I'm just saying.
But I get radio play, that get thing,
Yeah,
etc.
But just be somebody that the average listener who's not a rap star will go to.
so is the subculture dead now?
I wouldn't say it's dead, bro, because honestly, dog, I realize that it need hitters.
It need the face. It had no hits.
No, it need hitters.
It had no hits.
You know,
It had no hits.
I would say that no hits. Because they had coming from Aruga again. Like that was the last big rapper out in Trinidad, and I would, bro,
That was a big tune. And
That was rap.
Prophet Benjamin.
Yeah.
Prophet Benjamin.
Yeah.
That was the reggae.
coming from Aruga,
10 pound
2
hot
pound
boy.
of beans and a Jansport bag. He rapping, no?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, when I-
not the original coming from Aruga, you know.
Oh,
Class
yeah.
and Prophet Benjamin
Class
did
and Prophet, yeah,
did a
no,
refix.
How I missed this?
Yeah,
It's a big tune. It's
and
a
that was
big
big.
tune. That was a big tune.
And bro, hey, what,
Jack,
right?
Jack.
I gotta say something. I don't know if you all agree with this, but bro, Trinidad is rap beats with rap drums, but as in the actual drums they use on trap, just put in a more dancehall way with the rap tones, and they're singing rap flows and dancehall accents.
They put in the 808. They
Bro,
put in the 808 drum.
Skilly Bang is a rapper, bro. Like if he been 100, he's a rapper. Like
Okay.
a lot of the Trinidad
Within
guys,
Jamaican, in a
yeah,
Jamaican
a lot of the
context.
Trinidad guys are rappers, bro. That's what they are.
I mean,
That's why
if
Swami
you-
was just on Kodak Black album, and he fit in perfectly, bro.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's amazing, though.
Yeah.
That's funny. Was
Yeah.
a good black
Could
album.
we get this guy on the show?
Yeah, but
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just feel
Gerard,
like, so
what
I
that
don't know if
name
it's
is.
dead. I just would say that like right now it needs, not does it need a hit? I think that whenever I come back out, I'm gonna talk to all the rappers and say, bro, I'm coming back out now, and these are the songs that I have. I don't care whatever it is y'all have going on. Come out now, bro. Let all of us be pause. Let all of us sing at the same time. You understand? So that we could have something like,
Right.
you know, we could have something at the same time, because after 2014 when we had Nah Boy, that's when Jimmy came out, Naj came out, and yet Naj was out before that as Yogi, right? China Boy, which is Anya Young little brother, came out. Like they were rappers the day after.
Leave it alone. Too
You
easy.
understand?
Leave it alone. Too easy. I want to.
I was gonna say, dog. What I was gonna say, dog. I wasn't
I
gonna
don't
say
even
a
want to know
word,
what he was
dog.
gonna say, dog.
I really wasn't gonna say anything.
No, I see literally do the faces like, man's like, bro, don't touch that one. Pause.
Whatever, no, yeah. So yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, the issue with the rap game sometimes I just look at it like from American standards, right? And where's rap without controversy? you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel we Trinidadians we are afraid to be playing it real safe now, boy.
Or people worry about like their image. So it's just like you can't make fun of yourself or you can't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody so concerned with parody or anything like that. They just don't go that lane. And I think with all you know, all it was clowns. Like in a bad way, but you're not saying they could.
We were happy, bro.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
really, honestly, I'll say this, bro. I think I don't want to gossip myself or overdo it. I just think we captured the deepest essence of Trinidad spirit in rap. And I think,
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
and I would say we did it better than everybody else, in my opinion, right? And the reason I say that is that like we weren't, everything I ever rapped, I ever wrote, bro, in period, but in any of the Trap Soul songs, was real things I did. Like I don't think I ever rapped a lyric that I just said, oh, this would sound cool because I'm Trinidadian. I did it and it was cool because I already did it. You know what I mean? Like there are people who come to me and I think Hardy's verse on Isaac Trini is like, honestly, that's legendary, bro. Like I find that verse is great, but people come to me afterwards and like, bro, I really like Hardy this way. See what you said on your verse, bro? That shit stuck with me, bro. And I get it. I get why they say that because everything I rapped, I've done. You know, that's how I'm saying.
And it's happy.
You know, and I just want to say this. Right? Do you know the reason why you get so good at rap? I just want to
Why? Because they shit on me.
Yes.
I was good enough.
No. Because me and him used to battle back.
Serious?
Yeah.
Like,
And I used to win. And I used to wash him.
Of the
I
top
used to
of the-
wash him.
Of the top of the brain.
Was
Yes, but you know the thing is, bro. I don't know why, bro. But I find I was a real happy guy in Garrison. I don't know how everybody else perceive me, but I find people used to just realize to hate on me for no reason. People used to just tell me I annoying, and I used to be like, "Why? You laughing too much, dog. You so
But no, people was dealing with their.
I know.
own
Now I could go
issues.
back and see that. But at the time, I was just like, how you gonna be vexing me for being a happy person? That's crazy, now. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. But at the time, right? We be in the classroom and it's him, Andrew Duncan, and Aaron and Wanda, right?
A rap battle.
Right? And then other people in the class was like, they be like, well, boys, Rest and Isaac, but we have to make a choice between the two of them. They say, we'll take the W. So if two men done say, I done lost, everybody was like, yeah, like, fine, forget Isaac lost.
I was washing him. This was back when I was, what's some dumb name? But I was winning battles.
Was it
Bazie.
DJ name though?
It was Ready Threat.
Yeah, another name, boy.
What
The
point
band
is?
name was
Remember
The
the diss
Threat,
track or the 50 Cent?
Of course,
we
bro,
had
of course.
we had this
No,
track.
I used to download instrumentals and come to school to rap.
We used to download the instrumentals and just like battle rap each other.
Man, was serious, man.
No, and I
Yeah.
have a verse on Wangster when Wangster now pop about him.
Like men went to man and
Man was like, yeah,
verse
fuck,
up.
Of course.
And it's just like, who are the better?
This is crazy.
Yeah,
This
bro.
is happening in school?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
What
what you
was
was doing? What you was doing? What you was doing?
Wow.
You
I had no
know,
Of
idea.
course, bro, of course.
That's amazing.
so in the evening, homework, you just like, I sit down like for hours, okay, what gonna be funny thing, whatever. And then we just waiting lunchtime and it's on.
Wait.
I know I have that old book somewhere because in like 2000 and like, I don't know, like maybe 15 or 16 somewhere around there, my mother came and was like clearing out old things.
Shit.
And she found my old book with all the raps in it.
Oh, she read it?
I'm like, she had them from before. I never hide my raps and I'm like,
Yeah, because my head, I get my
my mother used to say, why you have to use such language, Isaac? Oh gosh.
She's a proper lady.
You
Yeah.
know?
No,
But bro, everybody like that, dog. Everybody mother the way you're saying, I fuck this bitch. I'm making money bands and throwing it on her ass. No parent want to read it. 40-year-old son singing that, you know what I'm saying?
It's just the genre. You know, parents, I think in a way, you had to real be grateful for the parents you had to, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a new thing that coming out. And you know what Trinidadian parents like to say? They say making no money.
But man, my parents blocked me off. I do everything on my own, bro.
Your
Yeah.
parents had like literally
Bro,
said,
they
we're not
cut me
supporting
off.
this.
Dog, my mother has said it explicitly. I spent for you to do all in school for you to do the rap music.
Jesus Christ.
My father, bro, the only, I mean, sick, right? 2009, right? I mean, when I first went my mouth on, dog, but I'm not totally honest, I just saying the truth. Huh?
No,
I'm not
it's
totally honest
something
in these
that
things,
happened.
right?
Yeah.
2009, right? That's when I left school to first pursue rap. Or
This
just
is,
music
by
in
the way,
general.
Isaac,
We're
sorry.
Wait,
Go on. Gotta get the Twilight Zone. This is
Oh.
not Twilight Story though, because this is deep. You know,
For sure.
Pause.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely a Twilight Story there.
Yeah, right.
But 2009, I just went my MEV on. Like, I started working at the at the Ministry of Science and Technology, which is where Mevon worked IT. And we had a mutual friend who linked us. So he heard some, I went and checked him, and I was real excited, bro. Like, he's like, yo, you're real talented, you have lyrical skill. And at the time, he sent me some beats, and I sent back a R&B hook, right? As a kind of real Usher, Love in the Club type song, right? And when he heard that, like, he was a real R&B fan. So he's like, yeah, bro, I really want to work with you. So, bro, I real excited. And my father, I pick up the phone, I call my father. He's like, yeah, how you doing, blah, blah. And I was like, boy, daddy, boy, I'm real excited, boy. Like, you know, I just gave my first studio to work out of, you know, like, producer real like me, he really want to work with me, right? And you don't understand now, but this is real uncharacteristic from my father. So, trust, when I heard this, I knew everything I needed to know, right? The man said, you want anything in that studio? No, understand this, right? Understand this, right? For my father to ask me, a youth man who just quit university, right?
You quit university, you know.
Well, I could go into the fact that I was forced to go to another country against my will, but that is a next story, right?
But you wasn't trafficked. You think you get trafficked?
I wasn't trafficked,
Oh,
but trust me, bro, the incentive to do that came from threats.
Okay.
It didn't come from positive vibes at all.
Oh, shit.
Right? That's the only reason I went.
Okay.
The point of the matter is, when he asked that question, I was like, how would I own a studio? I'm poor. I was like, no. No, I'm like, but I'm trying to say like I'm poor. He's like, well, you ain't do nothing yet then.
Okay.
And I was like, what? I was like, all right, cool. And then from that moment, I never tell him nothing again, bro. Like, I was like, all right, from that moment, I good, bro. Like, I could tell the two of you, like my mother and my father, you'll have some kind of psycho fucking view of the world. And whatever you all think is the reality of happening.
That's all parents of that generation.
Yeah. No, bro, I'll say this, bro, right? A lot of parents did shit. My parents were very lucky. I didn't physically assault them for some of the shit they did.
No, Isaac, you can't do that.
No, I didn't do it. Okay. I'm just saying they're lucky that I didn't. Because, bro, honestly, I'm being real. Like, to me, bro, it took me, bro. If it wasn't for marijuana, I'm telling you, I would have done myself out a long time, bro.
Serious.
For sure, bro. We'd help me feel better about life. I'd have definitely killed myself for sure.
Left.
No, well, I mean.
At the time, I was angry. I talking about the young me. I'm talking about
strange
now,
enough. I got this thing. You know who saved me on that kind of tip? Mr.
that?
Carter. Big man thing.
Mr. Carter helped me out too.
No, big man thing, Mr. Carter. He was just like, yeah, because it is when you have family that was in the airline or everybody traveling. I didn't get my visa for like years. So I stuck here for all my family abroad for Christmas time.
Macaulay Culkin, boy.
Yeah, I home alone, basically. And I don't know how I don't know how he knew this. Is like, hey, I know you're alone for a thing. Here's drink rum, thing. He just come, chill with me. You all right? You good? And just chill with me. And I was like, he don't know how close I was to that at the edge, that thing. I was like,
yeah.
I will forever be thankful for that moment because I might be here like now.
I even had to give my mom's a little props in this sense is that like she introduced me to a guy called Norris Campbell, rest in peace. He was I think the telecommunications head at TSTT at the time.
Jeez.
And bro, I remember I was smoking a real good at the time and it was all to just not want to dead, bro. Like that's how I was doing it. And I don't know, bro, like he would call me, bro, and like I could tell from the things he was saying that whatever was told to him about the view of me by, again, but in this case it would be my mother. He wouldn't say it out loud, but he would call it a concerned tone. But half concerned, half knowing that like this is really the boy that I talk to. And then when we have a conversation and like we have a deep convo and he asks me questions and he get deep in the sauce. Then he'd be like, you really have your head on, young man. It's like, Isaac, what you doing right now? Listen to me. I have seen a lot of the world. It's how it used to talk. I've seen a lot of the world. I've done everything. I have a wonderful job, family. I've done everything. Seen a lot. I'm telling you, there are not many young men like you. And bro, when he told me that, like that gave me the confidence to be like, all right, I'm still smoking the weed and I feel like shit, but I was like, all right, bet I'm going ham with the music now.
So right now, cut down on the weed.
This years that I cut down from weed. Even when I was talking about weed legalization, I didn't used to smoke that much then. From like 2000, like let's say 10, up to like let's say 2012, somewhere around there. Honestly, I was over smoking. And it became like bad. Like the same year that I told him, my father told me that, like that year, bro, I would smoke I used to buy king size papers, an entire spliff before work. when, like, right before lunchtime, say I had to go use the bathroom, go downstairs, soak I next entire spliff and air out. Smoke when I get home from work.
Is that a lot of weed? I don't know. I don't smoke. I don't know.
All right, imagine. Yes, this is 4 spliffs, not roll-ons.
Yes, sir.
Spliffs of this length. Every time I'm talking, like, I'm
really
smoking
don't.
a half an ounce.
And it not been no roll on.
Nah, not roll-ons, spliffs only.
No, that really don't.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was smoking a lot, bro. Like to the point where it was, I wasn't, the best thing about it, I was never dependent. That's the best part. I could have stopped because I know for a fact because I moved to Thailand in 2010 and I stopped cool taking. I was in trouble.
Yeah, because you want to get locked up. You want to get locked up in Bangkok. Yeah. You don't want that shit up.
Yeah, after the year I took off from school, like I took a year off from school, right? And my parents, they came, like my mother said I was quitting, it's like, you have to have a plan. And I'm like, I know what my plan is. I want to start going in a studio. I want to meet a producer and I want to start like, creating songs and hone the craft that I've been doing for years because, as you'd say, we've been rapping together for years.
Yeah.
I know I had the ability. And for some weird reason, I don't know why this didn't make sense, especially David Rudder. This does not make no sense to me, but that is not a plan to them. So I had to go and speak to my godmother, which is Pat Bishop, rest in peace.
Shit.
Yeah. And her idea was I should learn to read and write music first and learn to play an instrument and then we could do everything else after. I just saying as like I thinking like, it's not like I don't want to learn to read and write music, but I know for sure that the past 2 years of my life, I waste my fucking life and I get real, well, I would say emotionally abused. So I ain't trying to hear no shit about what else I have to do.
You are 20, 21.
At this point in time?
21, 22.
I was 21 at the time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right? And I'm just thinking like, so I listened to the hits say you have to go do this and you have to go learn to read write music and go and take piano lessons, right? Now, hear this. One of the reasons that my parents said they didn't want me in Trinidad, right? 2 years before that was Trinidad is not safe. How a year later, as soon as I want to do what I want to do, now majestically, I must travel to the east in the nighttime and back to the west on the bus route. If Trinidad's so unsafe, why the frick are you doing that? Majestically, no, it's okay, eh? Study that, eh? Majestically, when it's not what I want to do. I don't want to go and learn the music. But I must do that now in the unsafe Trinidad. Which I found was crazy. Anyways, long and short is, as soon as, so when I argued, I was like, hey, why are you not doing that? And I was like, if this happens, daddy, you have 2 cars and your brother controlling both of them. Give me one of them and I will go. I'll pay for the gas, I'll upkeep the car because I was working. I was
So I can pay for gas. Yeah.
So this happened, right? Like when I asked him what was up, he's like, oh, yeah, call Uncle Bobby and talk to him. So I'm like, all right. I think he mean like, he expecting, yeah. I call this man. My father never even tell him man nothing. Dog. He's like, nah, you guys use the car. So when I hear that, I was like, when I heard that, bro, I was like, you know what, bro? I am not listening. At that moment, that was the moment I was like, fuck what they had to say, bro. My mother is moving away to Thailand this year, and my father doesn't live in Trinidad. He don't call like that. So they can't control me. I'm going to just say yes. Cool story, bro. Even though they know I didn't want to do it. Cool. And as soon as shit comes to pass, I'm doing what I have to do. And by the way, I was still considering doing it up to that point when he said that shit about the studio. That was the final part where I was like, well, not a fuck of this happening, bro. Right? So
we so spoiled on the top.
I was like, fuck all that talk, bro. You're talking shit. There's no way me going to learn music theory and to play the piano is going to help me be a fucking rapper, dog. Sorry to tell you the truth.
Lil Jon.
No.
I mean,
a producer. Yes.
Yeah.
But a rapper, no, bro. Like, I don't need that.
It's
dog.
more
You know what I'm
lyricism.
saying?
It's more
You understand what I'm saying?
satire. More.
So anyways, bro, that year, I didn't do anything I said I was going to do. And that year, I worked in Melbourne in the studio. And I dropped my first ever song that 1 year. And my mother come back. She's like, you didn't do anything you said you were going to do. And you wasted your year. And I'm like, I didn't waste the year. And she's like, what did that do for you? I'm like, I literally have a studio to work out of for free. I didn't say dummy. I was thinking dummy is a studio. A man invests his whole life. I didn't say dummy. Yeah.
Never talked to my.
No, I didn't talk to her. I didn't. It's my thought.
It's out.
Yeah, I thought. I was like,
yes, I them too. So if we go,
I was just like, I'd never told her anything disrespectful in my opinion, right? Never cuss, never fret. A lot of my thoughts was in her too, because I honestly, bro, arguing with somebody who's convinced they're right, sorry to say the truth, but especially a lady, usually does not end well, bro. You know, like once they're convinced, you're talking to a wall. And I mean, I love my parents, but it was just the truth. So when I was thinking, like, I was like, how much people could go in a studio and work for free and the producer giving them beats, dog? Like, how much people I was just thinking, like, who do you know has this privilege, dog?
And this is back when You know, you can get
Yes.
audio interface easy now for like
Yes,
$100 US.
this is the time when studio is money, bro.
This is when you get because you put volume on to me for when I was buying
Yes.
my shit. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to spend like at least thousands of dollars. This is US. At 18, I doing this. So imagine he going by somebody with already a studio. So I can imagine.
And
thousands.
he's investing his time in me and his life force in me now. Like, so for you to say that and talk about it,
Yo.
pause.
Nice,
Woo,
nice,
yeah. Big pause. Whoa. Whoa.
Like boss man.
That one I thought, yeah, sorry, but
that was wild.
so like for you to talk down on that year like that for a man who like doing it, I was like, bro. So anyways, my mother told me, you say you want to do music, so she signed me up for this random course in Thailand, and I went and did like a engineering course, and then in Thailand, I was just like, dog, why am I wasting my life halfway?
Yeah, okay.
I love the country, by the way, but just wasn't what I used to do.
Okay. Autism in me. I have to ask.
Of course.
Lady boys.
Oh my God, bro. Every day, you know what I'm saying, right? Every day when going to school, bro, I was tracked by lady boys.
Okay.
So that's an actual thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
actual
Bro,
thing.
I need to understand this. I'm
Lady
about to say
boy.
this. This is real talk. You can Google this, right? My mom's, a lot of the rhetoric you hear that's pro-trans people right now, right? My mom's was honestly doing a conference for sex workers over there because she worked in the UN. That's what she did. She worked with UNH, right? Yeah. Sex workers in the East, and a lot of them were lady boys. And the things that she was saying, bro, I'm not joking. I was laughing at it back then, thinking that would never come to pass. Like, I was like, well, most of the world never going to believe a fella could really, truly transition and become a woman. Nobody
It's going to be a
believe
while
that.
also. Yeah, but just by
No.
Lordy,
No, listen.
Lordy.
No, I'm just saying, they can't beat up on a 2013 thought.
Yeah.
If they do, that's their business, dog. You know?
But just in case.
Yeah. Listen. And bro, so imagine hearing my mother saying this, because my mother did gender studies. So my mother is the type of person you would think would write the logic for these kind of arguments and research this. I'm thinking, okay, cool, you can get with this in Thailand. It have as a
where
lady
sex
boys.
workers
This
like,
and sex work and lady boys galore. This ain't gonna work anywhere else in the world. So imagine my actual shock, bro. That I used to be laughing at this. 2 years later, 3 years later, this is a real political argument in the West.
Argument?
Bro, that blew my mind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So anyways,
Damn.
yes. But it used to have lady boys galore.
Well,
To the point-
no, but he was there for the engineering, so of course he didn't have sex with the lady boy, but he had sex with the regular proceeds.
No, I don't get that.
Oh, boo.
Oh, my brother, you forget that time.
Oh,
Do you forget?
Listen, I do not want to say any names because I am actually good with everybody and I don't want to make anybody feel like I'm attacking. But there's somebody you said you protected me from getting
I
hurt.
was blocking.
No, bro, not blocking. You protected me from getting butt
That's a good friend, bro.
in a party by somebody who told me that, that, bro, Isaac, that wasn't your girl.
I'm trying to. We'll talk after.
All right.
Oh.
Wow.
You remember now, right?
If I
That
tell
was
you-
my girl at the time. So I wasn't on.
Black and pink.
Black and pink.
Black and pink. That's all I can say.
Well, I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
will.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a faithful man, and then we broke up when I was over there, bro. And then I ended up getting with who would now be my ex-fiance.
Damn.
Dog,
Who's
you
the
get
Trinidadian?
engaged to boy.
Yeah, when I came back,
But you ever like us? These artists, niggas, just have abstract lines.
Wow.
yeah, my life was very crazy. I'm like, I had a real interesting life overall. And if only I have me on this podcast, to just talk about my birth to now. My life has been quite crazy.
No, well, I mean, I try to fathom it, right? Because at the end of the day, my experience of this whole being a Trinidadian thing is whenever you touch overseas, you're fetishized. Right? Women have a kind of thing to like, you from Trinidad, and they try to make it seem that you're some kind of exotic fruit now, right?
I mean, they definitely will take W's because they accent. Just that alone, you don't win.
Right. So, in terms of a young boy, 21 years, going across
Thailand. And they're submissive and again.
Oh no, bro, I could have slay girls there for sure. I just was faithful. I wasn't like that.
Yeah, this is before the Villanang. This was before.
I still faithful. Here's my thing, bro. I actually believe As I said, bro, I was always red pill, bro. So I believe in being honest. Like I was always like, don't lie to girls. If I want to beat other girls, I'll tell my girl. I don't have to lie. And if it,
And she cool? She just be
no,
cool?
I never did that.
Oh.
I'm just saying if I wanted to do that, I would say it. And if I didn't want to be in a relationship because I wanted to bowl, I would say, hey, I see it, I wanted to do it. Hey, well, bro, like life real short, bro, and I real believe you shouldn't lie. Like one thing I'm not saying I never lied, by the way, but I was just saying you shouldn't be like your go-to should not be lying, bro. It's just easier to just tell the truth, even if somebody hates it. Boy, I'd rather you hate me, dog.
Well.
You know?
This is so true. But I want to tell you something though, right? Because at the end of the day, we'll talk at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So don't take me at
Hey, yo.
face value, right? What I'm trying to say is that yes, you're right. You're absolutely right in an honorable sense. But the world is not honorable world no more.
Definitely not.
You know, so when you come in to play the game of marbles with your
Your QQ and your slugger.
and your snake eyes and thing, and it are men who are magnet in the marble and thing.
Yeah.
You understand? And they come in to cheat.
Yeah.
You know, so the world. I know we went off topic on that because at the end of the day, it's a kind of psychological thing now. Like,
Yeah.
psychologically, now that you touch on the red pill and this movement, this manosphere movement and all that, psychologically, I think everybody just have I think that we want to get one up on the next gender now, right? Because I don't believe nobody suffer more than nobody. Women
No.
suffer,
You know,
men suffer.
Just a liar to me.
No,
think we
nobody.
suffer a little bit.
Who suffer more?
You see the video I sent you?
Nobody.
The video. What do you think, honestly?
Now, I think I'll say this, bro. It's not even a question of men suffer more. But
Men suffer more.
But you see, when you reason men, you see, here's the question comes into play: is the conversation I suffer more than you, or is the conversation women like men who've gone through shit? So men do it.
Okay.
Men like soft women, so men try to protect women from having to go through hard times. It's just like that's what we're attracted to sexually.
I
So
mean,
it's
you're
more.
not attracted to the alpha female.
No, not really.
No one is.
I mean,
But here was
No one is.
Here was saying, right? Girls hear that and they think that by you being or having a job or being assertive, it means I don't respect you. It's not that, bro. It's that I think like women will say something like or when this man talk aggressive, you didn't say nothing. And I'm just thinking like, yes, because when he has that bass in his voice, bro, that's very different to why you like me? You understand what I'm saying? That's two different things. Like the respect that just even comes with a course. And here what I'm saying, right? And as a musician, I'll say this, right? Sonic's real important, period. Right?
Right.
So like how somebody brings something across affects.
Sonically.
Yeah. It's not even what you say. It's
Yeah.
the way that the sound affects you naturally, the way you're not even studying. That matters, bro. You understand? I don't really want a girl who tells me I want to have equal or more say, and then also always want me to have a say. That's just a confused person. That's not attractive. You
well,
understand?
what I would tell you is,
Yeah.
coming from a long line of
He set up now. He come off his phone. He said, yeah, boy.
coming from a long line of women, because I grew up with majority of my household was women, right? And I only experienced interacting with men when I went to secondary school, right? But primary school, yeah, you had male partners, but the entire indoctrination to life was women, right?
Same here, bro. I relate to that 100%.
So what I have found to be my conspiracy theory is that woman, it doesn't matter whether or not it's a tone, whether or not it's a look. I think once the man is attractive enough, a woman taking anything from that man.
Yes.
You know, and
The man they love and respect and
Yeah.
admire. They
take
succumb.
anything. They take anything. But the one who has to qualify is the one that they don't like that much now. So it's like
Yeah.
they will make him do the most miraculous things just
Shit
to,
tests.
out of Carter, say 10 grand to see the panty.
Yeah.
Right? That is
10
how,
grand is wild.
that's crazy. Right?
Yeah, bro. As a fact.
But that's why I realized, because I grew up seeing my aunts and them laughing at men, bringing ribbles for them.
Yeah.
Right?
True back there. Yes.
About six bucks a ribbles with only meat in it and all kind of thing. And it's like he just spending all kind of restaurant food and he carrying the whole family. I remember Star Wars. I wasn't even a star. I was a child. Make the man take me up and carry the whole it was a whole bunch of cousins. So it was like about 10 of us.
And that's when money was
That's
$100 was plenty money.
100 was a lot.
Damn.
So imagine your aunt laughing, getting all you ready. I say, hurry up, on your pants and shoes. This man come, we call him man name, right? This man coming for you to go to the cinema. It's like, who, what, when? This poor fella had to buy popcorn for everybody,
Damn.
drinks for everybody,
Damn.
transport. When we leaving, we had to get KFC, right?
And he paid for everything, right?
Man pay for everything, dog.
He get
And-
Drew?
No, because
Not real, so.
yeah, no. Serious talk that way. So
We,
because
we rarely get to use these other buttons. So I get my shit into it.
Because we live in a 2-bedroom house, right? But it was like 8 women in the house, dog. So when she reached home, she's like, all right, bye-bye, I'm going inside and carry them children. So she used us as a scapegoat because she didn't like that man now. But
Yeah, but she like what he was giving her, though.
well, of course, you catch a donkey, you ride it. But at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, but
Yes.
that's a big fact, bro.
But then you will see how she would be if that man she really like. And he'd be like,
And he ain't doing shit.
but that man, he just come
He does not work.
and sit in the gallery and get fed and get everything. And
And he can treat you like shit too.
Like, my grandmother wasn't allowing that one. No man in coming. And yeah.
Oh, wait for
No,
it.
she piece her grandchild. But at the end of the day, dog, woman, this is my strange take. Women don't really, they tell you one thing, but it's behave on next thing. And you have to look at how they behave. Because-
Women just say anything to be right any moment, bro.
well,
The new one- No, it's true.
I just see it.
No, I love
Hey,
it
what?
because
Everybody can hate me if they want. I'm not saying I'm mad at it or I hate it. It's like it's a reality. It's okay. And it's okay, bro. Like that's all right. Like I hear the sides, right? My life theory is that children are little women. That's what they are. If you think of a child,
you don't mean it in that kind of way.
No, I
bro.
hear
But
I was like, this
No,
is.
I
women- no, I understand. I understand what you're
But we need a disclaimer, because-
I go now. Hear what? This way, this one here going to make it so that nobody feels the type of way about what I'm about to say, right? Hear this,
Before
right?
you do,
Mhm.
right? Load it up, dog.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. This is our disclaimer, right? So we just needed to be known that this was a. Right, but
The way I watch the world, bro, is that distance, speed, and time play a part in everything we do, right? So if you think about that, that means momentum is a huge part of life. So just think of this basic logic, right?
hold on, dog, right? These some of the historians, and I'm not too,
They're dumb. Anyway, yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
So
Right.
distance is
Space and time.
speed
Right.
and time,
Right.
right? All those things lead to momentum. Everybody knows what momentum is because, I assume, right?
Yeah.
So if you just think about this baseline logic, a child, a spirit you're pulling in from the spirit realm, comes into the woman, is grown in her for 9 months, and as a result, when it comes out, still needs, for the first year and change at least, directly to feed from that
Nutrition.
person.
Nutrition.
So, no, but here I'm saying that's physical proof that their energy is feminine. It's physical proof of it.
Okay.
They need that or they'll die. They need to keep feeding on the feminine and to be around the feminine, or they'll die.
So it's like, so who they going to learn from
No,
until they reach
but
that
it's
age?
not even just that. They actually came out of a woman. So the energy that's surrounding them is feminine. I think what a man is, and not male, but a man is the person who goes out from, I guess, the comfort of the spiritual realm and the chaos of that into the world and figures out things. That's what makes a man a man. He comes into the world and he becomes worldly and conquers the world.
I know. I hear this now.
You understand?
This sound like some real Avatar shit. This sound like
But
some
it's real talk.
Korra, Saka, and
So
tough.
all I'm saying is, fellas, every fellow who listen to this, if you watch how it is when you're talking to your kid, just think of your girl as a way more articulate, mature version of that.
we need a radical feminist here, so that we can get this conversation.
Yeah.
My question is, because is your mom a feminist?
I would say, yeah.
So all this
What
have
kind
these,
of feminist
all
is
this
she?
have these like
Bro, yeah, of course. I mean, I don't engage anymore. I mean, just the other day, my mother was saying that that's not an obstacle, and literally what she said was an obstacle. So I realized part of it is you have to not think of reality now to have those. And it's not hateful thing. It's just understand this, right? When you're I hear this, right? This is real talk. And
Love you, Auntie Dawn. Love you,
and
love
here, right? Any lady that listens to this, I'm telling you something that your boyfriend thinking. So if you think I'm being a hater, I'm not, right? The way I have to watch it is like this, dog. If your son is I don't know, imagining a universe where he just has 2 cars, but 2 toy cars, and one of the toy cars he imagined is a fire truck, right?
Right.
If you come and you try to burst your child bubble, he'll course.
like telling them Santa Claus fake.
Because you already know it's not.
But it's not even that. He's intentionally going out to make a creative world that he's enjoying. So you're thinking of the conscience of a person there.
Okay.
So
Hold on, hear the logic. There's an analogy in this. It's the same way you have to move with a girl. Even sometimes if something's important to her, but you think no, that's illogical. Sometimes you have to smile and just be
Well
like,
said.
all right, cool. That's okay because that's what you like and I want. It's an exchange of a relationship. If you want this, and okay, cool. And in return, I want something else. I can sacrifice that. I could sacrifice thinking everything had to make sense, and there's beauty in that too. Because when everything makes sense or is super logical, sometimes you miss that you don't know everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you even need that woman who's like super feminine and connected to the spiritual side of things. I do believe that. I think women are way more connected to the spiritual side. That's why they seem chaotic. Because the spiritual world is not like this. It's way more chaotic, right? So
It coming from a standpoint of a non-Judeo-Christian thing, I guess it. Yeah, that's what you mean. Like Eastern philosophy type.
no, but I just think this is common sense, bro. Like, I mean, no offense if anybody has like not thought about it. I'm not saying you don't have common sense. I'm just saying this is 2 plus 2 making 4 for me here. You know what I'm saying?
If I may interject, right?
Sure.
On a biological scale, the baby, the newborn child, is in fact psychologically thinking he is or she is his or her mother, you know.
Yes. Big facts.
The
The
child.
baby as well.
So biologically speaking, there's hard facts here, right?
Hard facts here.
A baby, newborn child, up until probably like the age of 7 or something like that, where they start to dissociate themselves from their mother. They psychologically think that they are their mother or whoever they bonded with. So that's why children just cry so much when they get separated. It's called separation anxiety now, boy.
So a part of them literally moving
So they
away.
feel like a part of them.
Oh, shit.
And to allude to what you were saying, that it kind of makes sense because if it's happening biologically, then even if she is the spiritual version of the representation of the spiritual, that definitely is a necessity. But what I see in this woman being told to go away from that now and go more into what the men have to do, which is what you're saying, go out into the world and make sense of it and try to figure it out and then come back to give it to the woman who's more spiritual. So if nobody any spiritual tip and everybody ordered and organized, you might be right. People might miss certain shit.
Which is why I think that the world is run by psychopaths and devil worshippers. I think that's a crazy concept either.
I don't think it's far out, you know, but at the end of the day, it's about proving it, you know?
Well, here's the things. Here's how easy it is to prove it, right? The first thing is this, right? Every system have a top. Doesn't matter what system it is, right? So if you have to think about this, right? 2 men, the most competent at everything, physically the most competent, can do everything, they're super smart IQ on this world, right? But the only the difference between the 2 men is one have a moral code, one doesn't. Who reaches the top?
The one without it.
Okay, cool. And what's a psychopath?
Well, of course, yeah.
So
Agreed.
I just by the basic logic, you have even if you think about it, think about something when you hear people say most CEOs are psychopaths. Of course, because to reach that level,
You have to have no moral unscrupulous.
no, the issue is this, right? This is gonna sound crazy, but I do believe there's a level of moral psychopathy.
I think so,
Here's
too.
why I say that, right? I don't want to think that a man might be a murderer or enjoy killing animals, right? I don't want to think that. But that guy can be very useful in a slaughterhouse.
No, wait. Here's the thing
I mean,
about
there's
it.
a point,
We've spoken about this before. You know the men who like enjoy killing people.
Yeah.
They had a function back in the day when
Yes.
it was like
Yes, it does.
tribes fighting. Like you're physically on the battlefield. A man who good at killing 10,000 people is perfect for that.
He's
Except
not
we
going
just
to
don't.
be any good in a society where you
killing
have to
is
order
frowned
and
upon.
manner yourself, you know?
Well, this is my last big rep. This is one of the biggest things in the Red Pill for me. It never gets said. And I don't say it too often because people watch me like I'm crazy. But the Spartans had it right.
In what way?
Which aspect?
You don't. Not everybody has to get saved, bro. The people who are the kids are going to have like less IQ, less
them
ability
kids.
to do things.
Fuck them kids.
RIP. And if you try to fight it, you are dead too. And hear what I'm saying, right? That sounds real insanely cold, and I understand if people say something is wrong with me. I'm not saying I want people to die, but you have to, as a male, that's how we watch the world. That is something we don't want to happen. We don't want to see somebody dead or somebody killed that's innocent. Especially, I think the male imperative is to protect women and children, so that will make most men sick. But then the next thought as a man you have, the next logical thought is if I don't do this,
Then who?
I've wasted my lineage because now I have like 10 generations of kids, but then the society will end up being so weak that it'll all crumble and fall. So what did I do that for?
To protect
And that's and here's the thing, right? This is the thing. People think that it's an evil thing. That's a frightening thought for a man. It's a frightening thought to think that when I think 30 to 50 years down the line, that me not taking this hard decision right now might end everybody I know and love. And the truth is,
The John Connor paradox.
I guess yes, but the next thing is that in society, like that being a concern for a man is not discussed. Like I'm sure if people see this, people are gonna say Isaac is a psycho for saying that. But
Now
nobody
people going to say some crazy shit.
right.
Nah, there's going to be a while of us.
But nobody's going to actually consider that what I just said there and think that what about what I feel inside when I see those two scenarios? Most women can't relate to that. Women could never be able to relate to the thought. They might say, 30 years on line, you overthinking it. And the truth of the matter is, for them, I might be overthinking, but for me, that's a real reality when I go out in the world and I'm building a world and I'm seeing where it's going.
Remember the King Solomon situation? Everybody know anything. The woman with say, oh, my child died birth, so she bring the child like, this is my child. So two women fighting for a child.
Yeah.
Solomon responds, well, as you said, chop the baby enough and split it. Like, that's logic there. It's like, we still really want this child to be alive. Okay. And that's basically what going to. Because if I was a queen now, it'd be like, well, I mean, I guess you can get the child from Monday to Wednesday, and you can get the child from Tuesday to Saturday. You'll be cool.
Yeah.
As opposed to
everything gotta be equilibrium, but life is not like that.
Yes,
life is unfair.
That baby either had a dead, or we want to find out who the real mother is. Make up all your mind.
Yeah.
Chop it in half.
No, I'll say this, right? I just want to make this clear. I say the Spartans had it right, but they also had it wrong. Because in the end, what made the Spartans downfall was the fact they were rejecting somebody and a mother's love covered that baby.
Yeah.
And the baby went and sell them out, and is what killed their society, right?
I thought it was the Athenians and currency and shit.
That feminine energy to bring him back into the fold. And they didn't have that.
So I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The Spartans from 300.
Oh,
from
okay.
the first 300.
You're not talking about historically, you're talking about from 300.
From 300, yes. I should be specific in that movie. But, just to say this, is just like, so there has to be, and that showed me, when I had that realization, I realized the issue is that we don't respect what we naturally can bring. Nobody's saying a woman can't do the things a man can do. I'm just saying it's way harder for you to do it in the time period that I would, and vice versa. I can't walk in a room, bro. Like, if I go out with my girl, any girlfriend I've ever been with, dog, I have girls who tell me, Isaac, I don't like that man, dog. Do not like that man. And sometimes people I'm good with, like real good with, I'd be like, girl, relax yourself now. And dog, I don't think there's ever been a time, bro. I mean, real.
Where she was wrong.
No, where a girl I trusted was, even in the long run, they were right. Every time. I can't go in a room and size up somebody that quick. I'm sorry, but women can. And I know why. You know why? As a woman, you're approached every day from the time you have the first little sign of breast.
Even before.
Yeah.
Even before.
Man approaching you ad nauseum. So you can read men like a book. I don't have that experience. I might lie with you, but you as a fella not going to tell me everything. You're not going to show me a soft side you might be open up to a woman you might try to track. So they have a vulnerable side of you to work with. And they get the mind ability to see that vulnerable side and see certain things like how your face might be, how you might walk to them. They have years of experience of that. I never go and find that.
I see.
I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I can't do that like a woman. Of course, I can read people in a room, but I can't do it like a woman.
But then, in the same breath, the woman will never know, this man might punch me in my fucking face, and this man is a pussy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you understand? So you can walk in a room, I can't come around you, but I can come around you because you soft. But, like, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I get what you're saying.
I just gain respect, bro. I just gain respect for both the things that we are naturally good at. And the issue is this, bro, is that there's not enough nature. Everything I hear people talk about the world anyway. I say the world, but when they say the world, they don't mean the world, dog. They mean the man, or they mean the man-made society. Because, bro, when you go for a hike in Bamboo Cathedral, bro, that is also the world. And that has nothing to do with us. When them howler monkeys jumping, we didn't do that shit. That's not a human made. That's a beautiful part of life now. Starting to realize what are the things that like matter on a natural perspective, and then we could start talking about the man-made world afterwards, you know?
Well, you see, sometimes when you're seeing everything that you're talking, is the truth in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, some people will internalize it differently, though. Like when you say the Spartans had it right, I agree. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the fact that metaphorically in our society, we have to go out there and gain our respect, gain our access to things, resources, if you want to call it that. If you go out there and you fail, no one gives a shit, you know.
As a man, maybe.
As a man.
And as we mean, you don't want as a man.
for sure.
As men, no one cares, because at the end of the day, if not you, then who?
Yep.
You understand? We've had women on the show time and time again, and the question is are you willing to take care of a man until you die? And the answer is always a astounding hell no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know, but there are real brothers out here who sacrificing life on them,
For a girl who not on them,
who not even
on mine insurance, that's
who
not
are to
theirs.
carry out children in the cinema and all kind of thing. You know?
It's insane.
So the point is, two type of people in the world. The ones who selling the bullshit and the ones who buying it. If you're a select man, you'll never know what it is to go through the struggles of having to walk up to a girl to talk to her. Because she
Will
naturally
come to you.
gonna come to you. Right?
Yeah.
And a select woman will never know what it is to work
Yeah.
hard a day in
A
her
hot
life.
chick, a hot chick is privileged like that.
Yeah, she
Like she real hot.
She can't even imagine you saying for her to do something manual to get what she wants. As the smoking hot woman and them in
No.
our society.
I've watched a female friend get 10 bands just because her breast was looking nice that day.
Yeah, like that's
How
unusual.
nice is these breasts?
No,
You don't-
they're fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
But the crazy part about
10
it
bands.
is
10 bands, 10 bands.
I am talking about in clothes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
This is from something I don't that she does
Yeah.
not know like that, bro.
Yeah, but you know what I say?
Yeah.
The wild side to that is
Yeah.
if the world somehow if you wake up tomorrow and the world somehow changes and there's a matriarchy now, right? That's gonna be happening to the men.
No, it's
Bro, we in a matriarchy.
Well-
this lie about patriarchy had to stop. We in a matriarchy.
It's more gynocentric. We agree with that, right?
We're not matriarchy, dog.
I agree.
Men are being thrown to the dustbin, dog. We are being
but it's
treated like
fault, dog. You know why it's our fault?
because we learn too much simps.
no, it's that. Oh, okay.
The men who sell it and buy any
I
bullshit, right?
had to ask the question because I honestly believe the only reason feminism lasts as long as it's going very well is because forced multiplication was not implemented. Like if men was just to come together and it's like, fuck this feminist shit.
Oh,
Everybody
shit.
who claims they're a feminist, we gonna kill them. Witch hunt. You're a feminist, so
See.
you want to see feminism end in about 24.
crazy.
Dog.
In about 24.
John, here what
If we
is
witch
it?
hunt, like if men was so serious, I think feminism is like a 1% white man practical joke they're playing, and everybody's like, look how stupid we gonna make every fucking body. Yeah, you have rights. Go ahead. And then you're sitting back and like, cool.
All I'm saying is this, bro. I don't disagree with that. I actually do think that I think women really need to hear this. But since you say that, I'll say this, dog.
Oh, we got
The
you.
truth of the matter is this, bro, is that like I really need women to understand this, and they know it inherently, but they may not know it on a conscious level. All this is allowed because most men allow it.
That's what I was saying, feminism.
But the next part is that women know that because, for example, like when you hear or men say we need men as allies to talk about this. Have you ever heard a man say we need you as allies? We've never fucking said that, and I mean that with no disrespect. It's just that like we don't need you all to assist us because if I have to fight a next man for the ideas, I'm not saying. It's not like fucking Chun-Li is coming out to beat up the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a real woman who's going to get her ass beat.
Well, yeah,
No,
but
yeah, that's my thing.
But
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
even for the LG, that's what I remember I said that even for the LGBT thing, the reason why they get so much push was because of the gays, you know. The G's was fighting down for money. They was getting their ass beat. Nobody was beating the L's.
Bro,
No.
the only reason, I'll say this, I can say this too. The reason that it exists, or even the G and the B, LG and B got through, is simply because men didn't want to lose access to sex. I'm going to say this. Women were friends with gay men, right? And I'm not saying about being gay is wrong or anything. I'm just saying women were friends with gay men. And if men could not, men could not trip off on who they gay wanted to line with, because at that point in time, women were feeling like they had a little more rights, which they did. When I say feeling, I'm not being fucked up. I'm just saying like they feeling like, all right, now feels like better than my mother's generation. I could do a little more,
I
have a little
work
more
in
freedom.
my own money.
Right?
Yeah.
And then now, if you have a gay friend and I'm hating on that person, I lose access to you.
So I kind of had to take that double.
You understand? And by the way, this is not discounting that gay people did all. I can say this firsthand from watching my mother and all her friends. Bro, my mother's not gay, by the way. I'm saying all my mother's friends are gay. And I know the things she did for friends of hers who are gay and just gay people in general. Right? They did fight for their rights. But I'm saying it.
We don't want men or women. Women was
Period.
women was getting beat up for this shit.
No, I think you're right. Men and women, homosexuals, were fighting for their rights and did a lot of shit to make that happen. But I'm telling you, bro, the real Trojan horse in that situation was men that wanted to lose their girl. Because, bro, no matter how much fighting they did, bro, if men still felt they could, if the men from then felt they could still get their girls and not change the status quo, they would have kept that. Most men, think about this, bro, in a relationship. Most men like simple things, dog. Even for like their birthday, men just want to relax for their birthday. Women always want to do something extravagant. It's women who always want something new. Men would have comfortably stayed with the status quo and not jumped if that wasn't threatened. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what caused it.
You see, it's a very...
It's not bad,
it's
it's
a
just the
complex... It's real complex, you know. You see, all right, when you started going to the gender studies aspect of things, then
Yes.
you realize that different types of feminists, dog, right? You realize that
When I lived in Holland, bro,
yeah,
my
and
mother
your
studied gender
mother
studies.
is the pinnacle of... She could probably explain this thing in a better regard than I can,
For
right?
sure.
So what I've learned is that they only have like about 3 or 4 different types of feminists, right? And they all have equally confusing parts to the same non-point. It is a spiral of a spiral into a different spiral into what are you trying to say, right?
equally confusing.
Yeah, because one is like because men naturally bigger and stronger and faster, we have to implement political systems to kind of quell men's nature. How in the absolute dangles you're going and just decide to be completely inept at taking into consideration you might need these men to be able to protect yourself against other men who will come into our territory? No, you ain't thinking about that. So
But you understand why, right? It's again the lack of nature. Like if I went out for if every day every woman had to go like do like Girl Scouts, and from the age of like 3 to like 7, you had to go out and pick things in the forest. Every time you see a bug, you become very aware of the world being wider and the threats outside of even humanity. And you know what happened in that thing? The male chaperone go and step on that bug to make sure every girl don't get bite. They get a young example of that. Instead, most people grow up now in societies very safe. You're in a street built completely by humans, no outside life except for maybe trees and some birds. You ain't seeing the average animal, you ain't seeing threats. Most men not trying to do anything. Most men not trying to assault you. So you're safe. They know that they can tell on a deeper level than the conscious that this is a safe environment. That's why they don't have to worry about things. So when they're not thinking about a man threat, even though women say they always feel threatened by men, if they already did, they wouldn't walk to the grocery every day. Or they wouldn't go to the grocery alone.
No, but it's used as a shot to get a free drop. Let's do that.
No, I think some women are genuinely afraid, and I do think that for women, like a woman can go through one traumatic experience, bro, and that can honestly change the way she approaches things for the rest of her life. I've seen that happen where girls have been normal, and then like one man come and group them at a party, and they'll never go out to another party.
Well, fair enough.
I mean,
Yes, if you get stabbed in one party by mistake, you're not going back to any party in life. No, let's say 2 men fight in a party, bro, and like this against stabs, and you collect one stab.
Clubbing with Jeezy,
Right? No, but you'll never go back a party. It's like a lot of women might have that logic because they think it's unsafe. They might say all of Trinidad is unsafe because this one person got stabbed, and that's their defense mechanism because they can't fight or be like us physically. They don't get it. They have to defend in the way they know.
But I agree with you just the way you're saying in truth, because I mean the fucking problem is, dog, men meeting strategies differ. Right? You have some men who learn, but if I tell women what they want to hear, I will get the nooks. And then
That's what we get from 50. We tell these hoes whatever we want to hear.
And then some men who grew up with the experience that once I go outside, a woman does always just want to be around me, so I don't even have to try. And then why should I care about you not getting girls, dog?
I look for you.
Yeah, so let's let the women live and let live. And they will come with a narrative that nothing happening in the world, everything is fine because you getting your selfish pum pum now, boy. So, no, the women on the other hand, no, them could hold out for the sisterhood, right? They will hold.
There's no solidarity with the men.
Have no solidarity with the men. As a man wanna burst, he going on. I see a meme today with a virgin. He have only partner jersey on the obituary. The partner dead, rest in peace, whatever the virgin name is, and he trying to get the man girl to go out with him tonight.
But I mean, he dead.
Right. But at the same time,
It's crazy.
that is wild. Dog.
Wait,
In terms of no solidarity now.
Hey, in the animal kingdom, men don't care, you know. I watch a Jaguars and
Right.
shit. Yeah, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
So that's why I tell you, I agree with you, because if we go back to nature, then we'll understand. Men will be sloppy, men will be aggressive, men will be everything that is masculine. And women more meticulous, women more detail oriented. Women like to make sure everything planned out and organized and in a structure that they could understand it, right? that is the flip side in the psychological point of view. So
Big
in
facts.
men's head, everything ordered and stable, right? But women just need to hear you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10, what? 11, 12, 13. You have to keep going for that to actually make sense. Or else we just gonna be talking in tongues to each other as genders. So.
Let me tell you something, right? You know, it's one of the biggest things they teeth up women with. So, like, what would happen? And I think a lot of our grandmothers have gone through this. Like, a lot of our grandmothers, maybe your grandfather would be the first man they ever went with, right?
Maybe,
But
yeah.
beyond that, right? No, maybe, right? But if let's say they weren't bullying 20 man before that. And then on top of that, when they were in a relationship with a man, after let's say 10 years of you being with somebody for like real 10 years of dedication, if you had any lack of understanding of how men operate, after that 10 years, you will realize all the things that you consider love or all the things that you consider thing, somebody can actually not view it the same way and they need completely different things. And that's when they start to appreciate a lot more the things that men bring to the table for them. Because I think, again, like my mother said, kids are little women. I think women are more inherently selfish beings and have the right to do so because ultimately they are the direct link to the spiritual realm. And I'm okay with that. I want them to be spoiled.
And then it need to be that because then again, Uncle Keith Rowley said it. You need to choose wisely. So women kind of need to be a little bit pickier
Yes.
with the men.
Perspicacious.
Yep.
Perspicacious.
Is the big term we're using today, right? Women need to be a little bit pickier with the fact that this man could be hitting a 619.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, perspicacious.
That's it.
Perspicacious.
Because I know you like to use that word now.
That's you get it. I get it from Buzz.
No, I know the word, but I just say like it just we ironic. They'll be talking like something red pill and you know he's
Serious.
yeah.
Oh, we can call this the red pill episode.
I just mean
we coming up to the time because I wanted to cover the diet. I wanted to
Yeah,
cover.
boy.
I wanted to cover diet. I wanted to cover all these things.
we could give it a
There we go.
Yeah,
we know.
I'll tell you.
Now
I'll
we
tell you
have
this.
17 more minutes on the freaking.
But hey, listen, Mr. Lola, right? I don't know if I'll look with
We
this,
run
but
on 17.
I wouldn't mind coming back again. Just letting you know that. So if I have a next day,
Well,
I'll
all
come
right.
back.
Let's see no more.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have
That's
plenty
it.
things to delve into. At the end of the day, dog, is the weight loss journey is the what you're gonna do now with the music calling for. So
I want to find out, porn. Was it porn preferences? I want to find out was it porn.
I'm not changed, bro. I'm still a breast man, dog. I'll never change.
yeesh.
No, you're always that titty guy.
Always.
It's always that titty guy.
Papa.
Nah.
All right, brother. All right.
I don't understand how you end up in that situation because she ain't no big tits, but yeah.
So my current, yeah?
No, not her.
Hey,
The one I saved you from.
Oh, she
does not-
did.
She does not have titties.
Yeah, she does, bro. At the time, she was definitely C's. Tell you that.
C's is your definition of tits?
No, not huge. Don't get me wrong. I love even bigger boobs, but I just like a C cup is a nice cup, bro. Like
No, see, I
nice cup.
think B cups is I like B cups. It's enough for a mouthful, handful. You cool with that?
A big up a breast.
B cup or breast.
All
Like
right,
that.
big brother.
I just like hey, right? I have this.
Your head big, so you have a bigger mouth and stuff. So you know.
It's not really a
I'll
breast.
say this, bro. Like even though like I love breasts, I don't need breasts, bro. Like my longest relationship, I think about it. Yeah, my longest relationship, she didn't have breasts.
I mean, she didn't have breast.
She had 8 cups.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm good with that, bro. Like she had a big ass though.
Oh, well, yeah. That's all that matters.
Serious.
That's all that matters.
Can't trust a big butt and a smile, you know.
No, she had big
Poor
butt.
Chris Brown. Yeah.
That's Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's Chris Brown.
But yeah, so all I have to say from my
Yeah, boy.
I feel like you should go in something else because this red pill thing could be a whole pot.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to talk about, and I saw this week while I was trying to day drink during lunchtime. Bocas, up in the Bocas. They were showing the Paralympics. Number one, they was watching. No, let's stop this shit.
No.
Stop it, dogs.
No.
I see me.
I mean, real. I'm not mature enough to watch the Paralympics. I have no hate. It's just I can't.
They can't be doing that.
No, but before you start, my only issue with it, I was watching fucking judo, female judo. Number one, paraplegic. No, it was blind girls doing judo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl who came second in the division I watched. This is one of the baddest chicks I ever see in my life, bro. I was like, but I am 100% sure this bitch ain't blind. Because before when she do this
Where's your
shit,
balance? I mean, at a scale or looking good?
no, the chick looked like Chuck Leos. The chick looked like Chuck. I was like, and then she step out, she do the fucking, I was like, nobody needed to aid her to go. And I was like, that bitch probably.
She visually impaired.
According to her, to me, she's seeing. I watched interviews with her after, and I was like, she is definitely seeing. Because she's like, hey, look at this. So I was like, If you want me to look at it, how the fuck you know it?
But this is Stevie Wonder, could I see, dog?
Anyway, so I'm talking this. This is the only reason
I
I
do
brought-
believe that, by the way. And just
Yeah.
also Michael Jackson used to use a fake voice.
Yeah, no, and Prince too. Same thing. Prince is
I know.
Here's the thing. What I brought up the paraplegic thing is when they was giving him medals, this is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life. So it's for blind people. Keep in mind, it's blind and visually
I
impaired
don't see
people.
where this is going on.
No. Yeah, I've never spoke to you about it. They are on a podium. No, shut the fuck up, Bazie. You go and listen to me.
Oh, shit.
They are on a podium.
Right.
Guess who gives the medal? And they get in a wheelchair. So they can't see already, so they already know they had a bend for the medal. So I'm watching this like, okay, so how this gonna work? The man in the wheelchair is like at least 2 feet below where he needs to be, so they're done bending. The guy literally has to fucking hold the shoulder to bend them down even more. It's like, you really gonna risk these people falling off the fucking stage for your political agenda?
Yeah.
That is right. No, and then this is the more fucked up part, because I was like, okay, maybe I bugging. So I was saying, now they with my lawyer, you know what I'm talking about, me and each other.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay, this is what going on happen. So one of the people nearly literally dip over. So I was like, okay, we want to see what this, you see, you find it funny. I don't find it funny. Then they have to get like a comfort.
I do this. I say I can't watch it.
They have to get a comfort toy. Like, no, shut up. They have to get a comfort toy. Like, and here's the thing, guess who giving them the comfort toy? And nigga who's like 7 feet tall.
No.
I know. If you only take a bugging, pull it up, boss. No, like, so you make somebody bend over the podium, right? Bend over the podium, then he fall down, and then you get them in juxtaposition where you put like the tallest man to give them a toy. So the second time they bend over like thing looking for the, meanwhile the man already over their head giving me toy. I was like, yo, you fucking with these people ups. Whoever make that a thing should be fired. If you want to talk about representation, I don't think the wheelchair man, wherever he is, if he can walk or car walk, should not be given out the medals by the podium. That's all I'd say.
So just to say the reason not much I want, because I realize now studying it, I know you're saying I'm a villain, right? But
Hey, he's my government. Maybe.
sorry. Cohabit tools, man. Pause. That's it, right? Tools, man. My fault. Yeah, cut that.
Nah, change my name. So we safe.
But no.
Wait, are they still on this Paralympics?
Yeah. I just say why I don't much because I laugh really easy and I'm a joyous fella now. So I don't do it in a mess up way. So I sorry to say it would just really kill me, bro, to see like two men in wheelchair playing basketball and bumped to one another. I remember watching my first ever Paralympics and dying laughing at it like a child. And the issue with that is that like I will watch that and I will still be real happy for what they did now, right? And I'm not making fun of them. It's just
What did they do?
They
go play basketball, play keeping sports. I read that, but I can't help but laugh at the things like watching two men in a wheelchair
For sure.
to bounce against each other in an attempt to get a basketball, right? So, and as a man, I used to volunteer as a kid at the Princess Silas Home for rarely years actually, and
Bless your heart.
it just feels bad. It felt horrible, bro, to have that experience and understand and not be able to remove like that whatever childish thing I have. So I don't watch because I don't want it to be like I don't want to bring energy towards it where I'm laughing at people. I watch afterwards. I see the medals and I can.
I didn't find it was funny. I find it was fucked up.
That's fucking
and I also found that the girl who get the silver, the two greatest things I see. And number one, it was in France. So and the girl who was going for France, the whole crowd was like, "Please, France, vive la France," whatever. And this how fuck up they was. When the girl get the silver, she lost. They literally cut her husband and children. And they was like, the moment she lost, they cut her. What kind of fuck up thing is that? Was a blind chick?
No, but I would say.
But the girl who come second was hella bad.
While we on the Paralympics straight,
Yeah, we are.
I see a man play table tennis with no hands, dog.
Yeah, bro. The foot the other day, the foot, right?
Yes,
And
dog.
he dog. I saw it
The
too,
man
and
bouncing
I
the ball on the
laughed.
ground like if it's his hand bouncing the ball.
Bro, I'm sorry, but how am I not to laugh
Stop
at
it,
that?
boy.
You see what I mean? And he was saying, right? I understand if somebody who's disabled watches and feel like, why are you thinking? But you have to understand that's not normal.
Dog,
That's
the
not,
man have
that's not
no
something you
hands.
see every
Why
day,
would
bro.
you choose to play table tennis, dog?
That's not something you see every day, dog. Like,
I mean,
see, that is, I'm not laughing at you like,
miraculous,
you
dog.
suck. I'm laughing like, no,
No, but the man is not
That's
shit.
Twilight Zone shit,
One have
bro.
like the para Pornhub too, so yeah, man without.
Don't be sure, dog.
Man without prickle me bullet again.
We finished, dog. Isaac, you have any final words by the brother?
I said, hey, wow. I know it would end up, dog. I swear to God, I know it would end up fucking.
Dog, you going to hell, bro.
I trying to fucking
You are
dodge it, dog.
going to hell, dog.
Yeah, no,
You
I
went to hell, bro.
Yeah, final words we were back on the show again. We have plenty more to discuss, dog.
No, but I really appreciate you laughing at me, yeah?
Don't use none of these clips on the internet. I try to get a walk in. So.
Nah, boy.
Oh, shit. No, I'm real glad to have you, like, bro. Like, it's been nice sometimes to, like, we can with men who was in my form because I don't actually know what, I mean, real, I don't know how I was viewed in KRC, bro. Like, sometimes I'm confused. Like, I know you and I was good, and I never had an issue with Bazie at all, but I just think sometimes I wonder, like, it was such, like, men used to course on me, but then also men would want to line with me after school, and I used to be like, dog.
During the day and then after.
I was like, what's the life really like? What did men really think of me? Like, what was the opinion? So, like, it's been nice to talk and just realize that okay, yeah, we way past that, but I still have that experience now.
Man, so cool.
No, you just,
Yeah, you know.
Nah, man, no, man.
hey, I'm forced to be a friend, Isaac, regardless of what. I'm forced. I was listening to my father. After that one day, I was just like, fuck, this had to be my friend for life.
Oh, that part wasn't even that serious.
No, but I told we get pulled to the office. That's why it was so stupid us. And then I took it. Number one, his mother is exceptionally beautiful. So he was just like, when I say his mother. And then now my father was like, hey. I was like, fuck, I gonna get in trouble when I go. Fuck.
Pressure.
Yeah, mess with this sweet, yeah, son.
Nah, so,
But I always over that.
all I gotta say is, if you're giving medals to people that are blind, make sure that they're tall enough to put it over their shoulder. So that's what I say. That's fair.
All right. I will take that. We could take that, though. Right?
Could I help that?
Yeah.
It's my final
I
episode.
agree to that. Sure. Me. How
No,
dare me?
as soon as it's done, I go and pray just to make sure they reach home safe. Yes, because I sure God watched this, dog. You understand? They beat the ass, but he didn't hide the Bible when God was watching. Dog. You understand?
But it's all good though, right? No, as usual.
Oh, shit.
It's Orions. Is the term that we calling out here. Do good every time and good will follow. We out.
Blessings.